Hello. Today we'll be discussing divisibility rules. As you can see here on the right hand side, I've written the divisibility rules of the numbers 2 through 10, and this will help you determine whether a number that you're given is divisible by any number between 2 or 10. If the end digit of this number is even, this means that this number is divisible by 2. If the digits of this number add up to a multiple of 3, 3, 6, 9, continued, this means that this number is divisible by 3. If the last two digits of the number are a multiple of 4, this means that this number is divisible by 4. If the last digit of this number is either 0 or 5, then this number is divisible by 5. If this number is divisible by both 2 and 3, meaning that it meets the criteria for both the number 2, like being divisible by 2, and the criteria for being divisible by 3, this means that this number is divisible by 6. If you double the last digit of this number and subtract from the remaining digits of this number, then this number is divisible by 7. If the last three digits of this number are divisible by 8, this means that this number is divisible by 8. If the digits of these numbers add up to a multiple of 9, this means that this number is divisible by 9. If the last digit ends with a 0, then you know that this number will be divisible by 10. So let's do a couple of practice problems. Let's first start with 30. So when we want to look at the criteria for number 2, we see that the last digit is 0, meaning that it is even, so it is divisible by 2. Since the digits, let's see if the digits add up to a multiple of 3. So 3 plus 0 equals 3, which is a multiple of 3, because 3 is a multiple of 3, so this is true. The last two digits are a multiple of 4. Let's test this. So 30 divided by 4, we could see it has 2 left over, meaning that this is not divisible by 4. For 5, since the last digit is 0, this means that this number is divisible by 5. And then for number 6, we see that it meets both the criteria for 2 and the criteria for 3, so this means that this number is also divisible by 6. For number 7, we double the last digit, so 2 times 0 equals 0, and then subtract it from the remaining digits, and here the only remaining digit is 3. So 3 minus 0 equals 3, and 3 is not divisible by 7. For 8, the last three digits would be 030, so let's see if 30 is divisible by 8. As you can see here, 8 fits into 30 3 times, and left over 6, so it is not divisible by 8. Then, let's add up the digits again. We see it is 3, and 3 is not a multiple of 9, so it's not divisible by 9. And the last digit again ends with a 0. This means that this number is divisible by 10. So we found that 30 is divisible by 2, 3, 5, 6, and 10. Let's move on. For 81, let's start again by looking through each of our criteria to see which number it is divisible. This number or numbers it is divisible by. For 2, the last digit is 1, which is not even, so no. 8 plus 1 equals 9, and 9 is a multiple of 3, so it is divisible by 3. The last two digits are 80, and when you divide it by 4, you see that 4 goes into it 20 times, but unfortunately we have 1 left over, so it is not divisible by 4. The last digit is a 1, so it's not divisible by 5. It doesn't meet both criteria for 2 and 3. It only meets 3, so that means it doesn't divide 6. For 7, we double the last digit, so 2 times 1 equals 2, and then 8 minus 2 equals 6, and 6 is not a multiple of 7, so no. Last three digits are divisible by 8. Let's try 8. 8 goes into 80 10 times. However, there's a 1 left over, so no. Then, let's add up the digits. 8 plus 1 equals 9, and 9 is a multiple of 9, so this is true. And the last digit is 1, so this number is not a multiple of 10.